Hi, and thank you for allowing us to send you this video. My name is Alex, and I'm going to be showing you a few tips on how, by improving your website, you can get more exposure on Google, get more clients, of course, and outrun your competition. Now, before we start, I was trying to find some information regarding your business, and when I type general contractor, Brooklyn, New York, I believe this is where you're located. I'm not sure if this address is the same as yours, Big Rose Construction. I know yours says Big Rose Restoration. So I'm just kind of curious if it's the similar because I know that this is a different website, maybe with Google, but you have a different address, different phone number, but almost a similar name. Anyway, for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to take this as an example. And the first thing that I always recommend, and most people don't pay attention to that because anybody think that you can get a website, publish it, and then hope for the best. Unfortunately, that's not the way things work because when if you try to appear on Google searches, where you need to have relevant content. Now, what is content? Is everything that you see on the website, but especially what Google is looking for, besides the images and the colors and things like that, is the text that is surrounding that is included in your website. And when you add text content, if you add relevant keywords, for example, general contractor, or Brooklyn, New York, or Queens, New York, things like that, with relevant content and original content, Google will start noticing you. Now, this is the first thing I have to recommend: adding more content into your website, especially the homepage. Now, same thing applies to the other subpage, for example, services. What do you do? I can see here you have exterior work, brick pointing, masonry, stucco, siding, that kind of things. But when 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 you have a website, you have to make it appeal for so people can actually know what you do. It takes about less than 5 seconds for a person to actually decide if it's going to stay in your website and navigate through it, and that takes a big opportunity for you. Now, going back to content, when you have content, you gotta make sure it's placed in the correct area of your website, not just toss it over there. And I can show you that I use this tool called Ahrefs, and I can see the data that is being picked from your website. Now, this is another thing that that caught my attention. This domain is org. Uh, we do usually use a .com. It will make more relevant at some point, but we can see that you're not being found for any keywords. It's only one keyword that you're being found for, and you only have two backlinks. Now, what are backlinks? Backlinks are other sites that I mentioned with your website, and this will give you power so you can be found on Google. Now, think about like a popularity contest. The more people you get to talk about you in a positive way, the more relevant you're going to become, the more relevant you're going to stay. Same concept applies here, with the difference that not all links are created equal. So we have hundreds and dozens of links, but if they're not powerful, if they're not relevant, and most important, if they're not targeting those specific keywords that you want to be found for, you're not going to see the results that you might be hoping to get. Let's take a look and see what keywords being picked. So big road construction. So this is what I was going to. We got this, but again, I'm not sure if it's the same one as this one. But again, we're going to keep using this as an example. Now, let's do a quick search on general contractor Queens, New York, because that has a quite of a volume. So the first thing you're going to notice here, of course, is going to be the map section. And if you will be located in Queens, or in this case, Brooklyn, not really close, but um, you can appear here. This example will apply if I will be using, for example, general contractor Brooklyn, New York. Now we have this over here, A to Z renovations, big gross construction, that I'm not sure if it's the same as you. But the point is that Google will start. getting information from businesses really close to that specific area, on that specific area that have more popularity. For example, here we can see that there's 195 reviews. In order for you to maintain those rankings, those top three, for example, here, you need to interact with the review. Somebody leaves a review, you gotta reply. If somebody sends you a message, you gotta reply. Somebody calls you using the phone feature over here, and if you answer, of course, that's gonna play into your favor. But going back to this, let's take a look and see. For example, here under organic results, let's take a look and see these guys, for example, and see why are these guys ranking. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the first place, and sixth place, sixth place. And I have the website here, and you can see that they don't have that much of content. They seem to have just enough of it to be ranking into that first page. And you can see there's a lot of information going on now. For if it makes sense, this is actually going to play into your favor, because even though they have a lot of things going on here, I don't see any relevant keywords being placed correctly here. So that might play into your favor if you decide to redesign your website at some point. If we look at the back end of their website, they're being found for 78 keywords, and they have 73 backlinks. And you can see that the rating is quite there. Not as much, but for the amount of backlinks, it's pretty decent. This tells me that these are really good quality links. But let's take a look and see the volume that they have based on those keywords. So, general contractor of Queens, New York. So there's 100 searches a month, and because they're ranking number 6, they're getting 8 visits to their website. So those 8 visits could be eight possible clients, people that have been looking for those services. Now, I'm not sure what areas do you cover. If you cover the metro area, if you cover parts of New York, upstate New York, things like that, we can do a full research and see what would be the best options for you. But going by this, you can see that they going for this keyword over here. They're going for this keyword over here, general contractor Queens, which are a little too broad. And there's 150 searches a month, and because they're ranking number 5, they're getting another 12 visits. So that is 12 plus this. You get the idea. There's 20 visits straight to their website. Those 20 could be possible clients. Now, in order for you to start seeing those results, you gotta make sure that the content that you have is original. It is including these keywords in a proper manner. And if you want to power them up, you have to use really good quality links. That's where a marketing strategy comes into place. Other than that, I know we have scheduled a phone meeting tomorrow afternoon. I really hope you find this information useful. But if you have any questions, we can address them tomorrow. And I hope to hear from you soon tomorrow. Thank you.